Hello folks and welcome to yet another awesome lesson from me. In the last paragraph the book discussed equations. We're gonna have a quick look back and then we'll start with the subject of this lesson. Let's look at some examples. The result of the following formula is t equals 13. Okay, 4h plus 1 equals t. Well, we know t is 13, so we can just fill that in. 4h plus 1 equals 13. Well, with some head calculations and thinking, we get the answer is 3, because 4 times 3 equals 12 plus 1 equals 13. So we know this is the correct answer. Another example would be 5x plus 3 equals t. We know t is 13, we can fill it in. Well, and now we can think about it and do some calculations, and we see, okay, we have to get 10, so 5 times 2 plus 3 equals 13. So 2 is the right answer for x. This is, it can get very difficult to solve these equations this way. For example, I'm sure no one can solve this one with that strategy.
Excuse me!
Okay, let's say almost no one can solve it. So let's have a look at the next strategy from the book. It's called using cards. What is this using cards? Okay, that was my phone, I'm sorry for that. Let's take an example. Dominic is a computer game specialist and spends a lot of time on these games. You can calculate how much time he spends on the game with the following formula. Okay, let's have a look. T equals 5 times A plus 4D. Okay. T stands for the time he spends on the game in hours, and A stands for the amount of victories he has. Oh, I'm sure that's low. After some victory, okay, Dominic played the game for 120 hours. Okay, so we know T is 120. Let's keep going. Now Dominic gets the magnificent idea to use cards. Oh, of course someone gets that idea. It's totally fake. He places a card on 5 times A. Okay, let's see. Wow, I have to look this again. Look at the... Okay. Okay, so now T equals 4. Okay. Oh well, we know T equals 120, right, from here. It said he played 120 hours. Okay. Let's fill it in. Yeah, perfect. Actually, now I can see what the number is supposed to be on this card, right? Because 120 equals something plus 40. What do you think does it have to say right here? Exactly, 80. Because 80 plus 40 equals 120. Well, what was the letter that stood under the card that I placed on top of it? Well, 5 times A. Okay. And now it says 80. Well, Dominic says that 5 times A equals 80. Do you agree? Well, I do, because Dominic looked like a bloody genius. But here's it said 5 times A, and now it says 80, so it's the same thing. So it has to be 5 times A equals 80. So I agree. We know that 5 times A equals 80. Now we can see, okay, 5 times something equals 80. Well, that's 16. So A is 16. It's this simple. This is how you use cards. Just remember, we always place the card on the letter, not on a random number. We don't just place the card here on 40 because that doesn't give us any help. Okay, remember that. Let's take an example. Solve the following equation by using the placing cards method. Okay. 200 plus 25 times k equals 300. Okay, we remember, always place the card on the letter, okay? Bam. 200 plus something equals 300. Well, I know that. It's 100. The number on the card has to be 100, so we fill it in. Okay, what was the letter that stood under there? It was 25 times k, so the 100 has to equal 25 times k. Now we see something times 25 equals 100. Well, I think it's 4. Let's see what Dominic thinks. Oh, it's 4. Perfect. This is, yeah, the whole method. Just one thing to remember, if you have more than one letter, it's important that you first put together all the same terms. We have 3a plus 4 minus a. We see we have an a and another a. They're the same terms. 3a minus 1a. Well, what is 3 apples minus 1 apple? We have 2 apples. So let's put it here. 64 equals 2a plus 4. And now we can just put a beautiful box on there. A beautiful card, whatever you like to call it. Well, we know the number on this box has to be 60, since 60 plus 4 equals 64. Let's just put it in there. Okay. Well, it's set 2a on here, so 2a has to equal 60. Well, 2 times something equals 60. Well, a has to be 30. That's the solution, and that's everything you need to know for this method. For those of you who think this is pretty easy or, yeah, can easily do this, I decided to include one step further, one mathematical step further. Yes, we will look at something called the balance method. I don't know if it's called that in English. The rule for this is everything you do on the left side of the equal sign, you have to do on the right side too. It's like it's like balancing something. If you have 10 pounds on the left side and you have 10 pounds on the right side, you take on the left side you take 5 pounds off. You have to take them off on the right side as well. Otherwise, the whole thing isn't in balance anymore. That's the holy rule for this method. Let's take a look at some examples. So this equal sign is the center of our balancing thing. We want to know what a is, right? So we want to get rid of this 12. Well, we just do minus 12, right? Well, in fact, it's that easy. On the left side, we have to do minus 12. But remember, what you do on the left side, you have to do on the right side too. So on the left side, we do minus 12. We have to do it on the right side too. 32 minus 12 equals 20. We're left with 10a equals 20. Now, we want to know 1a. How do we come from 10a to 1a? We divide by 10. If we do minus 9a, we have to do it on the right side too. So we get a letter on the right side. That's not what we want. So we just divide by 10. 10 divided by 10, 10a divided by 10 equals 1a. And 20 divided by 10 equals 2. We're left with a equals 2. It's this simple. These are the simple steps you have to follow. Let's look at another one. 5a plus 8 equals 3a plus 18. Well, let's just put all the letters on the left side, right? And all the numbers to the right side. Let's do that. Okay, on the left side we have to get rid of the 8. We just do minus 8. It's not more than that. We have to do it on the right side too. 18 minus 8 equals 10. Okay, 5a equals 3a plus 10. Well, now we want to get rid of the 3a on the right side. So we just do minus 3a. We do it on the left side too. 5a minus 3a equals 2a. 2a equals 10. Well, now just divide by 2 again. And we're left with a equals 5. Let's control this, and it's correct. 7a plus 2 equals 3a plus 22. Well, you can try this for yourself. Just click pause on the video and look if you can do it the same way as I did it in this one. That was enough time. Let's get rid of the 2 on the left side. Put it to the right side, so we do minus 2. 22 minus 2, 20. Okay. Now we want to get rid of the 3a on the right side, minus 3a. We have to do it on the left side too. Now we just divide by 4, and the answer is 5. Is it 5 again? Well, it is. Awesome. Let's look for the next one. 3a plus 20 plus a equals a plus 32. You can try this yourself again. Just click pause on the video. That's enough. Well, just get rid of the 20 on the left side, minus 20. I will speed through this a little faster because it's, yeah, the same thing over and over. Okay, Well, now just get rid of the a on the right side, minus a, left side 2, divide by 2. The answer is 6. Control it, and it's true. Yeah, this is all I have for you for today. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Hope this wasn't too much for you to handle, but I'm sure you can do this. Stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.